Hi Cryptopeeps, hope you're doing well this week. What a week it's becoming so far. It's Friday here, 10th of March 2023, and Bitcoin is crashing. So are the markets, not just the financial markets of cryptos, but the big financial markets as well, due to the fallout of Silvergate. And we'll go through that in a bit more detail. But as I'm looking at it right now, Bitcoin this morning for me in the UK is around about 19,600 and change. So a big drop from last week when we last were here of around about 4k. Massive drop. Okay, so let's get straight to it, shall we? Let's get straight to the news today. I haven't got a huge amount because of the big stuff that's happening, so I want you to have a look at that. But there's an interesting article here, probably because of the drop in Bitcoin, but Bitcoin outflows show huge spike. Are whales going on a shopping spree? Goes on to say on-chain data shows exchanges have observed a vast Bitcoin outflow recently, a sign that whales may be going on a buying spree of the asset. An analyst at CryptoQuant post pointed out in around 10,000 Bitcoin flowed out of exchanges yesterday. The relevant indicator here is all the exchanges' net flow, which measures the net amount of Bitcoin entering or exiting the wallets of all decentralized wallets exchanges, and the metrics value is calculated by dividing the inflows and the outflows. When the indicator records a positive value, the inflows are more significant than the outflows, and a net amount of Bitcoin is moving into exchanges. If these deposits are heading towards the spot exchanges, Bitcoin could feel bearish impact as investors usually use these platforms for selling purposes. And we have a nice graphic here showing you the amount, and there you can see the big spike of it going down there. The above graph shows that Bitcoin exchanges net flow registered a huge negative spike yesterday. Investors have withdrawn a net of around about 10,000 Bitcoin. There's more details on that if that interests you. It's great to look at these figures because you get a general idea what's happening in the market. Of course, with the big drop today to 19,500, expect to see a bit more volatility on that one. As with all the news, I'm just reading you little news bites. The main links are down below. Please check these out in full. Another interesting story here, again on Bitcoin. Shiba Inu is ablaze with a 30,000% burn rate. And will this fire the SHIB price? While it may have been created only in 2020, Shiba Inu, a decentralized cryptocurrency that operates on the Ethereum blockchain, has already gained a significant following because of its catchy dog-themed branding and its low transaction fees. In fact, Shiba Inu is the second biggest meme coin, and it has an enthusiastic community known as the SHIB Army. One of the most significant developments in the Shiba Inu ecosystem is the Shiba Inu Burn Rate Initiative, and whose main objective is to limit the supply of the coins in circulation, create scarcity, and force an increase in the token's price. Billions of SHIB tokens have just been transferred to dead wallets across 48 transactions on Thursday, and as a result, the 24-hour burn rate of the crypto has skyrocketed to a level of almost 30,000%. This means a total of 2 billion SHIB tokens have been burned since Thursday, a remarkable feat for the SHIB army. With around 590 trillion SHIB in circulation, the overall goal of the ecosystem is to reduce the supply and increase the demand for SHIB tokens. The scarcity ultimately forces a price increase, making the SHIB token more valuable to its investors. There's lots of stats on that, and there's lots more information on that and what they're doing there if that interests you. An interesting coin. Will it go anywhere? We shall see in the future, but they seem to be working on it. And here's where we get to the main news, really. And I'm not going to do an awful lot on this for you today. There's so many stories out there now. It's almost like breaking news. It's happening as we speak. But, you know, this happened yesterday, and we're feeling the fallout of this today with Bitcoin crashing to 19k. So shockwaves in crypto industry as Silvergate Bank goes under. Binance, Coinbase, and OKX claim to stand strong. So a day after Silvergate Capital revealed its decision to close down the bank and liquidate its assets, causing concerns of a contagion loom over the FTX catastrophe, several cryptocurrency companies have sought to reassure the community of their financial stability. So that's what's going on there. Have read that one. Okay, in a following article here on the Daily Mail, turmoil as Silicon Valley Bank triggers a market panic. Four of the biggest US banks lose a staggering 52 billion in valuation, and the Dow drops 540 points. The S&P 500 bank index fell more than 6% on Thursday in its sharpest drop in 2 years. Investors fled the financial industry following turmoil at the Silvergate Bank financial group. Markets dropped more broadly as well, with the Dow losing 540 points. As of this morning, the FTSE is down around about 2 to 3% as well. So lots happening here. It's going to emerge over today. Luckily, we got a weekend, so things can stop the panic a little bit. But we'll see what happens today and then back on Monday on this one. So huge problems there. Okay, so now let's get to the video news. I only have a couple this week because of all this fallout. The first one here is Altcoin Daily. Huge news for Polygon or MATIC holders, and this is a 2023 update. It goes on for 6 or 7 minutes. Have a look at that. Very interesting if you hold that very popular crypto. The next video I got here is literally about the Silvergate. So if you don't really know much about what Silvergate is doing, its collapse and how that affected the industry, have a look at this video because it'll inform you a little bit. So it's, general news really. This is on CNBC Television, and Bitcoin tumbles as Silvergate announces it will wind down operations. This is a 10-minute video. Again, it's general information if you don't know what's happening, just to familiarize yourself. Okay, so moving on to this one now. This is some news from yesterday. Well, no, this is today actually, from this very morning. And as you can see here, Bitcoin is registering down at 19,000. This is a prediction I actually made in February. As we do our news, the predictions on crypto viewing, what we do is we look ahead at the news to see what we will determine. And in February, as you can see here on my remote viewing session, here's a little squiggle here indicating Bitcoin. I was looking at the top global news for Bitcoin in March 2023. I said there'd be confusion and then a drop, and it would drop to around about 19,000 at least. So that's one prediction I made. And looking at other general news predictions, as you can see here, we have massive market collapses here. 52 billion lost yesterday. Dow dropping 540 points. Again, this was predicted by myself for the crypto viewing team in February. And here's my RV on this. My remote viewing showing there's going to be in looking at the financial news for March 2023. I say there's going to be a shock surprise, very human impact to this, a massive drop here, a collapse fail. This is going to be in the US. It's going to have a domino effect. Here's some more on it here. Crash, important, impact in markets. It's going to be red dang display, very newsworthy. This really feels like it is here now. It's going to be Wall Street issues, lots of losses and upsets, collapse, shaking, despondent men feeling. Again, more sketches here, a massive drop, very red, very real visual impressions of males with their head in their hands, very upset. Everything feels messy here. Couple more here on this, this feels like a massive fall after an initial rally, and this is going to be on Wall Street. It's going to have like a waterfall or cascade effect to this with lots of panic setting. And there's the visual again, so you can see the down markets here. I had big red bar charts down, going to be presented on all the news, and they're going to be talking about a collapse. And as you've seen, that's what's pretty much happening in the news. So that's what we do at Crypto Viewing. That's what we predicted in February, which would happen in March, and that's happening right now. So if you're not a subscriber to what we're doing, go to patreon.com/cryptoviewing. Have a look at what we do. Keep following us here. Click that subscribe button and follow us. I hope you enjoy this news. Be careful out there. There's a lot of turmoil at the moment. But, if you're interested in investing, there's going to be some good possibilities to buy a lot of cryptos, especially the altcoins, at very low prices. But be careful what you're doing. Be careful out there. It's going to be a volatile day and probably a volatile week next week. Have a great weekend. Namaste. See you next week.